Greetings, 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 peace. Oh, I can go to my page. That's what I can do. Peace, peace, peace. Everyone, peace. We in a new environment. Happy new moon. Talking about the full moon. Full moon ain't yet. It's the new moon. Happy new moon. You got me saying full moon. Yes. It's new moon time. Ashe. And hold on, I'm trying to see if this gonna work, y'all. I'm trying to do something. Let me go through my other page. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. Trying something new. So let me see if it's gonna work. See if I turn the volume down, that way I can see. Peace. Okay. That might actually work. We'll see. Peace, peace. Day 4. It's day 4 of the challenge. It's day 4. So, how did everybody do? Today was an easy day, too. Today should have been an easy day. I can see, but I can't see. So, don't judge me. I can see. I'm trying to make sure I can see these, these, comments. Yes, new moon. So, what y'all doing for the new moon? Peace. Hey, sis, what you think about bringing some burning ancestor money? It depends if that's your thing. I haven't really did the ancestor money. That's not my thing. It could work if that's what your intention. Y'all know I'm real big on your intention. If you are wanting to manifest something, it's all about your intention. What intention and the energy that you put behind that intention. So we can manifest anything we want in the world. Anything. But it's got to be directed with the right energy, which means that your mindset got to be right. That means that you got to believe in what you doing, what you manifesting, the work, the symbolism, all of that. Peace. So it's all about the energy behind the intention. You see what I'm saying? The energy behind the intention. So if I decided that this candle, this lighter, every time I flick this lighter, to light a candle, it's going to manifest money. It's the energy that I'm putting behind me flicking that lighter. You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter what you do. You can burn ancestor money. You can burn paper. You can burn index cards. Whatever it is. It's still going to be, what does it signify or what does it symbolize in your mind? You said, Shadow Honey, you was crying today. Crystals out. Yes, crystals is out. I have crystals for each one of my salts being charged. I'm actually in my altar space, my meditation room. I figured I might start doing my videos from here because I'm in one of my most sacred spaces. So the energy is different for me in here. Just burning some sage, taking the 15 minutes to reflect. Okay, so let's just go real quick over the new moon things for people who don't know. Okay, so we in this new moon energy. What do we do? Okay, what do? We take this time to reflect. I always say when you coming into this new moon, this is about what intentions are we setting? What intentions are we setting to move through this next moon cycle? Or some are long term. But what you need to do is sit still for at least the first 2 days. Like yesterday, y'all should have been meditating. That's why I had y'all meditating and being in moments of silence and doing heart work before we got to this new moon. Didn't know that. So you should be in like a space of thinking, a space of silence, so you can understand and hear what it is that you need to hear. So now that we are receiving these messages over the last couple of days, especially on our moment of silence days, you saw what work you still need to do. What do you still need to resolve? What energy do you still need to get into? What do you need to really be building into? So now that we know that, this is a perfect time for you to get that notebook out. Get the notebook out. Start writing it down. What you was apologizing for, Jackie? Don't get me off track. Get the notebook out. Now you know I got a clear ideal. If you didn't write it down then, you should have a clear ideal now as we're going into this dynamic of what it is that you should be focused on. So now we know what type of intentions that we set. So if you have, let me see if I'm sorry y'all, I'm super close. So let's say we're going to work with candle magic, okay? So we're going to take the candle and you're going to put all your intentions. What did I talk about? You got to cleanse it. You need a sage, your tools, whatever it is you're working with. Cleanse the energy off of that. If it's got stickers, if it's a glass candle, you need to take the stickers off. Then what are you going to do? You're going to hold it to your heart. Hold it to your heart. What is alchemy? Look it up. I don't answer basic questions. Look it up. I'm big on making y'all research. Go look up what alchemy is. And then you'll understand why I say I'm a spiritual alchemist. So you take the candle, you put it in. You're going to hold it. You're going to vibrate the energy into this candle that you need. So if I wanted this candle to manifest love and abundance, so I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to visualize, what does that love and abundance look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What am I going to do when I get the love and abundance? How am I going to respond? You got to think about all the energy, all the thinking, all the aspects that you want to radiate from this heart space to put into this candle. So now, what's the next thing we're going to do? We're going to get the oils and the herbs or whatever you want to do. You don't even have to do all of this. You're going to put all of that on your candle. Set it in your dish. Put it on your plate. Whatever. Burn it. Boom. All right. So it's about taking materials, basically, being able to manifest things out of material, coming up with your own chemistry, coming up with your own, I was about to use a word and you don't know what the word means, coming up with your own combination of what works. So for me, being a spiritual alchemist means that I understand the basic concepts of using energy. I know the basic concepts of using healing, sound, all the different dynamics, law of attraction, the principles, the laws of the universe, and understanding all of those things. And I know how to take them and make things manifest from a spiritual perspective. I don't know if that helped you. Somebody asked me about the moon. Moon, take a spiritual bath. You can take a spiritual bath. You can, in your spiritual bath, you can do your Epsom salt. They were asking, what does alchemy mean? And I was saying, if you look it up and research it, you should be able to understand what the word means. I can't see what your name is. I'm sorry. Take a spiritual bath. If you go back over my videos, actually, if y'all go to my YouTube page, I do a video on what's the problem. I say it all the time. So if you go to my YouTube, you can get into, like, I normally tell you to clean up your house, clean up your space, sage your space, sage the spaces specifically that you're going to be in as far as your sacred space or in your bathroom, where you're going to take your spiritual baths, your house. If you have time to do your whole house, the next thing you should be doing is taking your spiritual bath. Once you get your spiritual bath done, then the next thing you should be doing is either going into meditation, or if you've already been in meditation. I always do meditation no matter what, but going into meditation. And then if you are going to do any candle work, you can do candle works, like candles. You can do jar work, spell jar work. You can do all kind of different stuff. It just depends on you. Okay? So you have to decide, what do you want to do? I feel like the basic element of it is you have to get into a space where you are doing the things that are resonating for you. Because it's not about following anybody's guideline. I could tell y'all and write a blueprint for you. For real. But that's what resonates for me. We're in this space, and I feel like people gravitate to me because my biggest thing is that I want you to learn how to empower who you are. How do you empower who you are? I can tell you that if you want to manifest love with this candle, money, abundance, then you can use oil. You can use cinnamon oil, because cinnamon is my go-to. But that's the oil I use for everything. Anybody who know me or have been following my classes, I use cinnamon oil for everything. That's my favorite oil to work with. So I could sit there, I put cinnamon in everything. My oil water, my protection stuff, anything that I do, spell work, any of that, it's going to have cinnamon in it. Because that's my herb. So you have to, but I know the energy and the intention I put behind that work. What kind of oil, what do you want to manifest, beloved? Maya Empress. Y'all see, I got my tea. I'm starting early. It's tea time tomorrow. Day 5, tea time. Yes, I do clean my candles off. That's why I say you can sage it. You can Florida water it down after you sage it. Or just depend on what, you know. You can create your own, I call it holy water. And do like water with Epsom salt, sea salt, Florida water to cleanse everything down. Cleanse your sacred space down. Your altar space down. If you want, if y'all ask me, I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you cinnamon probably 9 times out of 10. If you research the spiritual aspects of cinnamon, it's good for protection. It's good for bringing in love and abundance. Yes, I put that on everything, like Brandon said. For real. It's good for protection, love and abundance, financial abundance, peace, understanding, love. Yeah, cinnamon oil. Cinnamon oil, and actually lemon grass would be really good for that. Cinnamon oil and lemongrass. Or you would, if you want to do, you could do one or the other. You could do cinnamon oil and then maybe use a herb. And the herb that you would use, like a herbal, you could do like rose. If you have clove, clove would be really good. You never heard of it. From where do you get it? Where do we get what? I'm sorry, beloved. Florida water or cinnamon oil? Yes. See, you got the main ingredients. The one thing I tell people, especially at my Goddess Awakening class, I told them, you figure out what herbs work for you. What herbs work for you, and you master it. You don't need to have 100 different oils. You don't need to have 100 different herbs in your cabinet. You don't. Understand what they work for. What planets are they connected to? Cinnamon oil is my favorite because it's connected to Venus. Venus is connected to Oshun. I'm a daughter of Oshun. So because I'm a daughter of Oshun, I understand how to utilize that in the things that I manifest. And most of the things that she governs over are things that I'm already into. So you have to kind of like understand what things connect to what. Do the research on that particular oil so now you can understand the power behind it. Yes, lavender is good for calming. It's a good oil. Lavender would be a good one. Cinnamon and lemongrass are my favorite, though. I'm not gonna lie. I use lemongrass specifically when I'm trying to invoke peace. When I'm trying to calm my own internal fire. What did you say, clove? Oh, clove is good for a lot of different stuff. But for her, what she was doing for the candle work she was doing, I was saying for her to use clove for her candle. But it could be good for a lot of things. And if you go in and type, there's a book. Is essential oil, magical essential oils. And normally I had a book in here by me, but that's something that you have to look up what is connected to that particular oil. What's connected to the oil? What's connected to the herb? And then that's only if you want to deal, because sometimes when we see that stuff is connected to a certain energy, it triggers something in our subconscious. You have to understand, and I don't want y'all to feel like y'all limited. You are gods and goddesses. We don't deal in limitations. We can take a pencil and say this pencil is a wand, and boom, that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? So y'all got to be in a space where you are operating in the energy of, I have the power to create what it is. There was nobody back in our ancestors' time saying, "Oh, you got to do it just like this." Da 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 da. They wasn't nobody telling them that. They intuitively knew what was going to bring the actual dynamic and manifestation that they want. You see what I'm saying? So, like, if I decide that this my phone is gonna be the know-all, this is gonna be my tool to do whatever, it's gonna bring in me $1,000 a week by every time I get on this phone I'm making money, then that's what's gonna happen. And that's something basic, but I'm like, for real, you have to have that mindset of what is the intention, what's the energy that I'm putting into it. You try to figure out who your spirit guide is. You'll probably know if you pay attention. This is how you can kind of see who your real spirit guides are. They manifest in things we do. They're things that we do and naturally gravitate to, because don't look at a spirit guide as an outside entity. The spirit guide is an energy that already resonates in you. That spirit guide is the energy that is already manifesting through you. You just haven't become aware to it. This is my pencil. Exactly. This is mine. You might can't use it the same way that I'm using it, but it's mine. There's a herb and root book on Amazon. Yes. Buy, and I always tell like the girls in my class, I know I told them, I was like, buy books, learn your herbs, learn the oils, understand what they're good for. Sometimes the medicinal properties that are part of certain herbs are also how they correlate to what it is that you're doing magical wise or manifestation wise. Why? Because they trigger a certain sensory in our subconscious. But do not get dependent on it. Don't get dependent on it. Don't get to the point where you're like, oh damn, I'm not gonna be able to manifest love with this candle because I ain't got no cinnamon. Really? You could have no candle and still manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest. You can have the candle and say, I'm going to put the intentions with my hands. You are the real tool. You are. Nobody else can give you the power that you already manifest. You already have it. You already have it. Everything that it is that you're trying to do, you already got it. We are the tool. So it's good to like have a general idea of what this is, what that's about, how to use this. Cool. But no matter what, it's the energy and the intention that you put behind the work. It's simple. I really be big on y'all. Stop complicating it. Y'all get so caught up in, oh, I got to do it this right. If y'all want to be like that, y'all could have stayed in religion. For real. Some of y'all probably still in religion, so I might be stepping on somebody's toes. Yes, you can write on it. If I say I want this candle to be over bringing me money, abundance, I can write in the candle, abundance. If you got the one that's got the glass jars, and all my candles are downstairs, but if you got the one with the glass jars, you can write abundance. You ain't got to go to the store and buy no $10 candle so you can manifest money. You really don't have to even do all of that. You can go outside and get some damn leaves if you want to create. It's the symbolism. What are you creating that is going to trigger this dynamic that I'm putting work behind my intention? You love purple, blue, green, black. Oh, you look. Child, you love the rainbow. Purple could be Oya. That green and black, though, could be Ogun. So you could be on Oya and Ogun. Yes, the power is in you. Ashe, yes. Yeah, purple could be Oya. So that's the thing. It's like we have to get off of feeling like we need this book. Not to say that books are not important, because I'm a heavy believer in reading is fundamental. The more you educate yourself, the more you empower yourself. But what you're going to learn, the more you educate yourself, you already knew. Things that you were naturally doing, it was already a part of your DNA. It was already a part of you. Your color might be Shango. It could be goddess. It could be Shango. It could be Oya again, or Oba. Ogun was badass. He over weaponry. He the god of war. For real, for real. And burnt orange. And some of the colors y'all drawn to could be based off of chakras. And y'all might be based into like, oh, I love red. And red is connected to the root chakra. You see what I'm saying? So now you're going to go study. Okay, what's the root chakra connected to when it comes to planets? And then what's that planet connected to when it comes to orishas or when it comes to deities? You see what I'm saying? So y'all have to look at how are because everything is connected. Nothing is like independent or independent. Everything is interconnected. Everything is dependent on each other. Our frequencies are all the same, as one and the same. Okay. Blue could be Yemiya. I love Yemiya. I love working with her energy too. Blue and white. More last week in Houston with no. Exactly. You can have some Baileys. You ain't even gotta have. Listen. This is what I'm telling y'all. Y'all could be in the space where y'all like don't have nothing. Let's say something pop off. Okay. Let's say something pop off. We ain't got no metaphysical stores that we can go to. What you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't want you to be dependent on nothing. You are going to be in a space where you need to go and use these trees, these leaves, these sticks, figuring out, which is good, why you should know what herbs are that's out there. You can put your intention and your energy in anything. You can have a piece of aloe vera. I feel like I got aloe vera on my altar. You can have a piece of aloe vera. And then daggone use that. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said something about a money jar. Hold on. You did your money jar for the first time since Christmas and it's working, but I want to change it and make a new one. How do I dispose of the old stuff in the side and the money? Don't dispose of it, because if it's working and you want to change it, just make, like what you call it said, make a new one. Don't dispose that one. Exactly. See, my sister Sarka, she knows Shanika Marie, like, yeah, I'm going to call on my team and listen. Call on your ancestors. Y'all can manifest whatever it is. You can invoke your own power because you are that. Quit focusing on the outside entities. Quit feeling like these things make you who you are. You can burn 100 candles, but if it ain't in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, it's not going to happen. Or you're going to bring some shit that you don't want. Yes, aloe vera, that might be confirmation. Oh, you don't want to, you want to take the money out the jar. You might have to take an L. I mean, you could just dispose it, but I always say it's better to start scratch, beloved. It's better to start scratch. Money jars is basically like you putting in intention. So it depends on what you want to do. I did a class on abundance jars. So you have to figure out. I'm going to just call on my ancestors and set the intention and speak. Exactly. You better know y'all power a word. Your words and the spells that you create with your words and the tone and how you say it and how you command in the universe to give you exactly what it is that you're looking for. All of that is one and the same. You say you scared yourself last week. Oh, Lord. You obsessed with Yemiya. Yes, I love Yemiya. Yes. Money frogs. Good. Yes, put the money jar somewhere else. Put it in an office space, my God. That would be really good. Yes. Life and death is in the tongue. So when we are thinking about, like, my goal is to get you to understand how powerful your mind is and what you speak and how much you believe in something. I think I posted or I talked about it yesterday, the movie Heal. There's a movie called Heal on Netflix. If you get a chance to watch it, but watch it with an open mind. And the reason why I felt that it was so dope, because they were talking about, they were interviewing people who were going through terminal illness and having unexplained issues, and how they were being able to heal it through holistic healing. So it's just crazy because you can see how certain dynamics can change your body and what frequency we are on. Okay? Mean it, know it. Yes, mean it, know it. You gotta believe it. And I know it takes time. So sometimes I say stuff and I might be sounding like I'm fussing, but sometimes I say stuff and it sounds like I'm making it seem very easy. Because in my mind, you should really feel like this is easy. But it's going to take you exercising that energy every day. It's going to take you doing the things that you need to do to exercise your spiritual muscle every day. So you can speak life into you and understand how powerful you are. We got to get beyond what they have taught us. We got to get beyond that. So now is that time to unlearn and relearn. So when we are relearning, we were learning who we are, the power we stand in, what we're able to manifest. So when you're in that space, this is when the real magic comes. Because now you understand that this candle is just a candle. It's you who put the power in the candle. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I could give y'all this magical spell and tell y'all, I'm going to need you to roll this candle 3 times with some olive oil, and then I'm going to need you to put some cinnamon oil on it, and I'm going to need you to sprinkle the rose petals on there, and boom, I need you to light it after 10 o'clock. But because you believe in me more than you believe in yourself, it'll work. But the key is that you need to believe in yourself. I believe in y'all more than y'all believing in your own power. I know your power. They took a long time to try to convince us that we don't have any power. I know your power. You got to believe in it. This is your time to really get to a space where you be like, okay, I believe in my own power. I believe in my own juju. I believe in who I am, the goddess in me, the God in me. I believe in that connection to source, and knowing that because I'm connected to source, because I am infinitely connected to the world and the universe, infinitely connected, that I can just say it and it will manifest. That's how powerful you are. Especially if it's in alignment. Now, please understand, if it's not in alignment, if it is not in alignment with your purpose, the universe will not give it to you. And if they do give it to you, it's going to be for you to learn this special lesson. Because it's one of those things like, oh yeah, we're going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Here, this is what you want. You wanted it? Here you go. Now learn this damn lesson that I was trying to tell you. I kept trying to tell you that that's not what you want, but you don't want to damn listen. My son in there singing a whole damn album. It's okay. It's the God in me. Right. Any suggestions? I'm sorry, beloved. What did you say? Never did it before. Now I want to do a sweetening jar for a guy. Don't you do it? I'm not giving information on those type of topics. I don't give information. You know, I'm big on that. Like, quit trying to bring somebody in your life that is not supposed to be in your life. If he's supposed to be in your life, he's going to be there naturally. And quit feeling like y'all be wanting to put these spells on these dudes and these chicks that you going to turn around and get the wrong thing. They're going to be obsessed with you. It ain't going to be, oh, they want to be with you. They're going to be obsessed with you. And then when you get tired and really see that they're not supposed to be in your life, it's going to be hard as hell for you to get rid of their ass. Listen what I'm telling you. Listen. It's crazy. I never do any like candle magic spells or anything when it comes to me bringing love in my life. Ever. Never do it. I was like, the one time that I thought about doing it, and I was like, oh, just open the way. If I do a candle magic, or I do anything that is me wanting to bring somebody into my life, it'll be like, open the way. Universe, open the way. If it's meant for this person to be in my life, remove the blockages. I'll do that. I'll do something like that. You need to just speak life into him, beloved, just to calm him down. Speak life into him. Y'all got to understand. You going through, you got to wake up, beloved. I don't remember what your name. I know it's D-O-N. I'm sorry. Exactly. When you get to where you going and the lessons that you learn in between, y'all have to use discernment and have patience. Have discernment and have patience. Whoever's supposed to be in your life, whether it's business partnerships, whether it's friendships, whether it's intimate relationships, whoever's supposed to be there, they're going to naturally come. They're going to naturally be there. When you decide that you are going to love yourself truly from a self-love perspective, there is only going to be one thing that's going to happen. You are putting out a vibration and an energy that anything that you are putting out is going to come to you. You're attracting that energy. So when you attract that energy to you, you're attracting what it is that you feel for yourself. So you're going to attract a mate that wants to genuinely love you, genuinely be about your growth and your well-being and the things that that connect for you. It's about us being patient, though. A lot of time we impatient as hell. Yeah, free will is, you got to be very clear about the laws. Let's say that. I say that I don't believe in limitations, but I do believe in them damn laws. When it comes to I ain't messing with, nah, I ain't want it. I'm sorry. I ain't even mean to do that. I ain't messing with nothing. The universe don't want me to have it. I am not doing it. Absolutely. Ashe. So love yourself how you want to be loved. Absolutely. Right there. That's the key right there. And truly love yourself. Don't be out here talking about I love myself and it's surface as hell. Your ways, words, actions, decisions, the things that you are doing in your life reflect self-love. So if I decide that I want to, this is a cup full of bleach, is that me acting in self-love? No. So you have to really look at stuff at that extreme. Like, okay, if I do this, is this me acting in self-love? Is this in alignment with my higher self? That's the question right there. Everything you do should be like, is this in alignment with my higher self? Is this in alignment with who I see, the image of God? If I say that I'm God, or if I say I'm a goddess, is this in alignment with that? Peace. If it's not in alignment, sometimes y'all be so connected to the flesh, you so connected to the satisfaction that I always call it fleshy. That fleshy desire, you so connected to that you'll be willing to sacrifice your higher self to get that immediate satisfaction. Quit it. Don't be in the space where you are so connected to this satisfaction at this moment in time. What I feel like I want from this person, what I feel like I need from this person. Quit it. Be committed to yourself. Be committed to your own self-love. Be committed to your own growth. If you are committed to that, then everything comes. I'm telling y'all, because I've been that person. I've been the person that was running into relationships and not really taking my due diligence to know who that person was. And when the representative was gone, and I'm sitting there looking at him like, who the hell are you? I didn't get the memo. I missed the memo. Something changed. So you have to be in a space where you're like, I'm doing the due diligence, not just in intimate relationships with your friendships, the people that your light is shining so bright, people are going to be attracted to it. So as they are coming to you in droves, you have to use discernment and say, is this person in alignment with the pathway that I'm going? Are they on the same playing field? Are they even on the same frequency? Do we even speak the same language? Do we speak the same language? Because a lot of times they don't. And we see it in the beginning. And we will rationalize and make excuses. Man, Shayna, one of the girls in the class, she used to be like, who sent you? Who sent you? For real. And you have to look at all dynamics. Really be honest. Quit feeling like, oh, I don't want to be by myself. You need to be by yourself. Go read a book. Go take a nap. Go meditate. Go do something that you need to do. I'm for real. Like, go do something that is going to feed you. Go do something that is going to put life into you. Because the more that you feed who you are, the more that you put life into who you are, guess what? It's only natural that all the positive will come to. Because you vibrating on that frequency. The more we vibrate on the right frequency, the higher that frequency is, the more we bring in who it is that is supposed to be around that. And trust me, that's the circle gets smaller and smaller. Yes, I said take a nap. You need some sleep. You know how like kids get cranky? Kids get cranky and you be like, go take a whole live nap. Go take a nap so you can get your life together. You ain't thinking clearly. I tell my 3-year-old that you're not thinking. You sleepy. I understand. It's okay. You sleepy. For real. But for real, it's like you got to be in a space where this is a time, the way that the planet is shifting, the way that the energy is shifting right now. We have to be vibrating on a high frequency. And I normally don't get into the dark and the doom and all of that, but listen to me. The way that things are shifting, the dimensions are shifting right now. So it's creating some energy changes. It's going to make people feel stressed out more than normal. The tension is going to be high. Planet placements is going to be interesting. It's going to make us emotionally feel a certain way. Okay? Peace, Mari. Peace, everyone that just came in. It's going to make us feel a certain way. But the key to getting over all of that, the key for us to navigate differently is us to continue to operate in loving ourselves, in increasing our frequency, to make sure that our frequency is high. Because the higher that the frequency of the earth is and the stuff that's going on around the earth, the higher that frequency is being affected, or the more that it's being affected, the more we have to be on point. So you got to be consistently doing the work. It's going to feel like, okay, I don't even want to do the work. I don't want to do no meditation today. Listen to me. Do the meditation. It's going to navigate your year different. Because if you don't do the work, you're not going to navigate the way that you should. Let me say that. Yes, everything feels different right now. I'm telling you. There's a lot going on. Y'all ain't paying attention. Like if you in North Carolina right now, like it was 70-some degrees today. Y'all ain't paying attention to that shit. But yet the groundhog, like the so-called groundhog didn't see his shadow. But it was 70-some degrees. They don't know what to tell you. Because they don't know. They ain't had to deal with this shift. They weren't expecting how we are shifting right now. They weren't expecting it. So it's a lot going on. But you good as long as you're not going to be as affected if you are working on who you are. If you are working on being in tune with who you are. Yes, drinking that water. Somebody inboxed me and said that they had a water app on their phone. And it was keeping them on track on when they're supposed to drink this water. So water is good. Making sure you stay well hydrated is good. Staying in tune with your breath is good. Making sure you're doing all the things that connect to you in a higher spiritual realm. You have to be connected. You have to stay connected to your source. Yes, that Nibiru, all of that. It's a lot going on, and I'm like, if y'all not paying attention, you gonna miss it. You gonna miss it. So this is the time. That's why I was saying last year, yo, this is the time that if you really want to manifest some stuff, you can manifest in real time. Why? Because the frequencies is there. You don't have to work as hard to get in contact with those frequencies. You don't have to work as hard. Yeah, it's supposed to be 80 degrees here this week. The ancestors and the elders are in tune. I'm telling you, it's going to be, watch what I tell you. And it's almost like that card I kept pulling. I thought I brought my cards. The Ace of Wind. You are supposed to stay centered. Because there's going to be a lot of stuff that's just like swirling around, flittering around. It's a lot of distractions that's going to be like trying to cocoon you so it can prepare you for this evolution that's about to happen. So while this stuff is floating, all the stuff is doing what it's doing, you stay centered so you can rise. Okay? You got to stay centered. Peace, beloveds. Everybody coming in. Peace. Bye. They won't let you sleep. Yes. But you can always direct that energy too. I didn't know you was in Charlotte, Miss Impact. Did I know that? D, you running from the altar? Lord. They always talking to me for some reason. What crystals can you put in your water to charge it under the new moon? I would do rose. Y'all know I'm all about self-love this year. So rose quartz or amethyst is my thing. Sisters have our back. Yes, they do. Yeah, so this is the time. We have new moon energy. We've kind of, if you've been doing the acts of self-love, you can go off of what you were receiving from the, I said hi. I said peace, gentleman thoughts, a gentleman thought. See there? I said peace. You can do the things that you were doing with the acts of self-love. You can use those things and come up with what your intentions should be. So now let's talk about, and I know this thing probably about to cut me off. Y'all know Instagram don't like me. What I wanted to jump in is this particular new moon is in Aquarius. And because it's in Aquarius, this is all about the energy of relationships, things that we are supposed to let go, people we are supposed to let go, transitioning. This is definitely a time of transitioning right now. Understanding that everything that's in your life, you really need to be in a space of, is this serving me or is this not serving me? If it's serving me, let me take the time to nurture it. Take the time to be in tune with it. Yes, Miss Impact. Thank you for telling her that. I'll be forgetting some people don't know. So if it's not serving you, it's time to let it go and walk away. The universe is going to magically seem like it's going to just move it out of the way without you forcing it. This is the thing y'all got to pay attention. The universe, spirit guides, ancestors, whatever you want to call it, it will remove things out of your life without you even have to force it. You really just need to be focused on who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. And I promise you, if it's supposed to be there, it's going to stay. If it's not supposed to be there, it's going to move away. So while you're going into this energy, you need to really be thinking about who is in my life that is actually in alignment. How can I nurture those relationships? What is it that I need to be doing with myself in order for me to be stronger in my path? because it's also, this Aquarius new moon is all about what is our heart's desire. We have a lot of that energy coming up in these first couple of months of the year about us being in tune with what our heart's desire is. Peace, everyone that just came in. What do we really want to do? Peace, beloved, that just came in. What do we want to do? How is this in alignment with where we say we want to go? What's our future? Okay? So now that we know this, now that we're in that space, now that we understand that, it gives us something to work with. Now, another thing that I've been telling y'all is make sure y'all paying attention to your chart. In your natal charts, what is in your natal chart? And then where is Aquarius on that chart? So somebody has sent me, let me see if I can pull it up. Somebody has sent me that Aquarius was in their, I think their first house. Let me double check. Okay. Yes. So it was in their first house. So the thing that I told them to go search is what's in your first house. Understand what's really in your first house. And the first house is always about ourselves, how we view ourselves. The things that we establish is our I always say the ego, who we are. How do we realize our best self? What's the process that is going into formulating that? Peace, beloved. Peace, everyone that's coming in. So it'll be distinct qualities about yourself. So since it's in her first house, a lot of her new moon energy, her new moon work should be focused on building herself up, building her perception of who she is, building into even her own value. That's what her focus should be. Okay, so go back, look in your natal charts, understand where that dynamic is. Universe and being a free thinker. I'm like 9 months in and I'm really trying to learn. I want to learn and need help. It just depends on where you at, beloved, and what's your true destination. The first thing that I always tell people is you have to know who you are. Study on everything that I don't get into. Like, I hate when people be jumping into, now you want to learn about, like, if you from Africa, like you want to learn about African descent. Now you want to learn about astrology. Now you trying to learn about herbalism. Now you trying to learn about da 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 da. No, learn about who you are. Who are you? Are you in tune with your body? Do you pay attention to the signals and the messages that your body is sending you? Are you in a space where you know your ancestry? Not just Africa. Do you know your ancestry? What did your great-great-grandma do? What was they practicing? What was they practicing before they were slaves? What were they secretly practicing when they were slaves? So you have to love who you are first. You have to understand who you are, how to connect with your own inner voice, how to connect with your source, how to connect with your divinity first. And if you are understanding how to do all of that first, then you understand all the other dynamics. So when you start reading stuff, it is directly connected to you. You might be drawn to feathers, and now come to find out, you know, some of your ancestors was from here. They were native. And that's a whole nother conversation. But they were native. Okay, so now you want to see what tribe were they a part of? Because that's still a tribe. What tribe were they a part of? What things did they do? And now it's a combination of that plus your African. Well, they are African, but that's a whole nother video. Plus the other dynamic. It's a lot, but stay focused on you first. Don't try to take in so much of everything else. Stay focused on you. Stay focused on you. Get to the point where you truly love yourself. Get to the point where you truly understand yourself. Peace. Love you too, Mari. Stay so focused and committed to your own self-growth. And as things evolve, as things come up, now you are understanding, okay, I need to research on this. Let me understand how to love this. Let me understand how to utilize this in my self-growth. Be more committed to your own self-growth and your own self-love than you are to anything else. Because the other shit gonna be there. I be trying not to curse. It don't ever work. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Yeah. Sometimes we make it more complicated. Don't make it so complicated. Don't make it so complicated, okay? Make it easy. And the easiest part for all of that is to start with you. The one thing I can say, when I started, everybody always asks me when I started on this journey. So when I started on the journey, there were things that triggered me into my own self-love. But one of it was trauma that triggered me into the self-love. So that trauma catapulted me into searching for different things that was going to educate me and help me understand who I am. So that ended up me going to different cultures and ways of life. The one thing that I love about when I was dealing with the Nation of Gods and Earths was, one, they gave me the ideology of we are God. Number two, they made you study. And that set the foundation for everything that I got into. Because it was, I'm going to question, which means that I'm going to research and understand what it is that I need to understand. But it really coincided with who I am. But the older I got, the more I realized like I had a whole lot of information and still hadn't did the number one thing. Learn what self-love is. Because now I'm smart as hell. Okay, you can be smart as hell and still don't have any self-love. You can be smart as hell and still not operate in knowing what your self-love is. Right. We'll be sitting on our square talking about what's today's mathematics, spitting what particular lesson that was in the 120, but don't know what self-love is or how to operate in that. So by the time I'm sitting here, I got a whole lot of education, done dealt with a whole bunch of crazy circumstances, still manifesting in real time on certain dynamics from a career perspective. But then I'm still not operating in my own self-love. I'm making decisions and choices that don't match up to me being God. So that shit wasn't making no sense. And nobody's teaching that. What I'm starting to understand is no matter what culture you get in, no matter what, they so committed to you understanding the information. They so committed to you understanding their way of life and the rules and regulations for that. And not committed to you actually loving and empowering who you are. So you got a bunch of smart, broken ass people. That's what ends up happening. I don't care what you go in. There's a lot of people with a bunch of education and then no self-love. Because they still making choices to deal with people who not even on their level. They still wanting to uplift a nation and them is retarded. They count me down, y'all. Look, well, at least they didn't count me down in the mid-sentence. Okay, I gotta come back. I'll come back.